So, me and my buddy Scott were having a texting conversation back and forth this morning, and just talking about the hunting industry and kind of where it is right now. And he brought up a real good topic that I wanted to bring to the channel here to get some of your guys' opinions in the comment section about this. You remember back in the day when it was kind of exciting to go to a Cabela's or a Bass Pro. I remember, it had to have been in the early 2000s when we finally got a Bass Pro shop around where I lived at, and it was just as a young man, it was something special to go down there and shop around, and I felt like they had real good high quality stuff for a decent price back then. And then in Cabela's was even to me as a deer hunter, I kind of separated them two things. You know, the Bass Pro shops were kind of geared towards fishing. Obviously, they had a whole bunch of deer hunting stuff, and then the Cabela's was kind of where I liked to be, and that was in the hunting department. And I remember Cabela's, man, they made really good high quality clothing too in the Cabela's brand. And then in 2017, Johnny Morris or Bass Pro actually purchased Cabela's for a whopping $5 billion. I go to that Bass Pro all the time that we have here down by Louisville and Clarksville, Indiana, and I also go to the Cabela's down in Louisville quite often and up here in Noblesville. And to me, man, it's just kind of lost its spark. One of the highlights for me going to Cabela's was going into the bargain cave. Those aren't around anymore. And to me, I feel like the two brands just kind of mushed together in this real crappy way, where what was special about either one of them is kind of gone now. You know, you go down there and my son likes to look at the fish and all that kind of crap. But as far as the products they produce now, I don't think it was beneficial to the customer in general. You know, now obviously they sell all different types of brands and whatnot. But this idea of, you know, they kind of sold it as it's going to be better for the consumer because we're going to be bigger. Essentially, we're going to have more power, and that's going to be better. But it sure don't feel that way, you know. I don't know the circumstances. Don't know anybody at Cabela's or at Bass Pro. Don't know what their motivation was for that purchase. Doesn't matter. It's the American way, like it's the American dream. It's fine. If you got the money to buy a $5 billion company, go out and buy it, you know. But I want to get your guys' thoughts on that. You think it was better back then, or is it better now that they're bigger? I kind of see this happening a lot in the hunting industry, I guess in the near future. We have a lot of small companies in the hunting industry, whether that be, you know, saddle companies, tree stand companies, broadhead companies, just a plethora of different kind of not boutique companies. I don't want to call them that because that's not what they are, but just smaller companies. And, you know, one day, is there going to be a Bass Pro shops of the mobile hunting world where everything's going to be the same smushy product that is kind of has a lot to be desired? I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. It's just something we were talking about this morning. I thought I'd bring it to the channel and see what you guys thought. You guys think Cabela's and Bass Pro are not what they used to be, or do you like that they're kind of the same company now that years have passed and kind of that whole scenario has flushed itself out? The biggest thing I miss is the dang bargain cave. Guys, if you like these little short videos I'm making here, or if you're listening to it on the podcast platform, go in the description and check out my partners that help me out here in the channel. They're great companies. They also offer you some discount codes. So if you need anything from them, make sure you use a discount code. If you don't need anything, don't buy anything. But if you need something, go check them out in the description. And then don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't yet. You can also just watch or listen to another video right here.